Thoracic Extension series. There's a couple different variations that we're going to talk about in this one. So you can either use the back of a chair or a counter or something at a comfortable height to start. And so this is a pretty good height for most people. And so your hands are shoulder width apart. And when you're standing, go ahead and spread the feet a little wider. We still want to always think about our ankle, knee, hip alignment and shoulder alignment. So you still want these lines to be stacked on top of each other. So she's going to slowly walk backwards, and as she walks backwards, she's going to bend her trunk forward and really extend. So you want to walk back until your ankles are back under your hips. And then this is creating a lot of extension, especially the thoracic. That's why we call it the thoracic extension. And you can look straight down. For somebody who really wants to strengthen the neck a little bit more, they can look up just a little bit, but be cautious with that, and then let it hang down. And so from here, you can just hold this posture for a minute or two. Otherwise, you can start, again, one thing real quick to talk about, this is a huge stretch for the posterior fascial line. So we're really getting the calves, you're really getting the hamstrings coming up all the way around while you're getting that extension. But just to increase that just a little bit more, she's going to go ahead and shift her pelvis to the right just a little. And see those hips shift. So you're getting a little bit of lateral flexion here. You're still getting these long fibers to get a little dynamic movement, a little different dynamic stretch in it. But she's going to feel that in her legs differently. She's going to feel it in her calves differently. And it's just really putting a little bit of extra tension and movement in there, and then shifting it to the opposite direction. And so you're just going to migrate this hip back and forth. You want to not rush it, but not move too slow. That looks good. And then we're going to come here and pause. And another one that we're going to add is she's actually going to walk, keep her hands placed here in her head, and she's going to walk to the left as far as she can. So you can really see a lateral stretch here. So this would be a thoracic extension with lateral flexion. So we're really getting this flexion. You're feeling these intercostals open up. You're really getting this QL and this the longissimus to really lengthen. Why we have that thoracic. And then she's going to come back after about a minute and then go to the other side. And it's really opening that up. It's beautiful. So after you do that, if you want a modified version, she's going to come back to neutral and then slowly walk her way out of this one. And we're going to flip the chair around. So for some of those people who want to be down on their knees a little bit, you're going to go ahead and get on your knees. And her knees are going to be directly under her hips. And then she's going to walk back with her knees, doing the same thing, extending forward. Hands are shoulder width apart. She has a nice line going on here all the way down on both sides, really extending through that thoracic spine, really opening that chest up. Still getting even a stretch in the forearms coming down. You're not getting the stretch on this posterior fascial line from the calf up into the hamstrings and things like you were standing up. So you're going to be taking that piece out of it, but you're still getting great extension, and you're getting into the hips a little bit differently as well. So this is the thoracic extension series.